Hello, you're welcome. In this video, we'll be looking into how to find area of circles and area of triangles. Okay, now the first one here is a circle. This is a circle. Okay, now to find the area of a circle, we use a formula which is pi r squared, which also means pi times r because r squared, okay, r squared is the same as r times r, okay. Just as 4 squared is the same as 4 times 4, okay. All right, so that is why pi r squared is pi times r, okay. Now after that, what do? We substitute, okay. What is pi? Pi is 22 over 7, okay. This is it, okay. This is pi, okay, 22 over 7, okay. And what's our radius? What are we given here? We are given diameter. This is diameter, okay. What we have here is diameter, okay. I told you that diameter is the distance from the circumference, from one edge of the circumference through the center to the other end. It's called diameter. So half of a diameter is called radius, okay. Half of diameter is radius. So that is why our radius is 14, okay, is 14 centimeters over 2. That is 14 centimeters divided by 2, okay. Our r is also 14 centimeters divided by 2. You get it? So that is it. So that is why we have written 14 centimeters over 2 as r, okay. 14 centimeters is diameter, not radius, okay. All right. Now after substituting, okay, we have substituted 22 over 7 for pi, 14 over 2 centimeters for r, okay. Now after doing that, the next thing is to carry out the necessary operation, okay. So the operation here is multiplication, okay. Now all these numbers here, okay, are fractions, right? So when you are to multiply fractions, what you do is to divide before you multiply, okay. Now 22 over 7 here implies 22 divided by 7. 14 centimeters over 2 also implies 14 centimeters divided by 2, okay. Whenever you have division and multiplication, divide before you multiply. It makes it easier, okay. When you divide before you multiply, it makes it easier. If you multiply before dividing, it makes it cumbersome, okay. Becomes more difficult to divide, okay. So learn to divide before you multiply, okay. Now let's proceed. Okay, so 7 will divide this 7, okay. This 7 will divide 14, okay. So 7 in 7, okay. 7 in 7, 1. 7 in 14 gives you 2, okay. Okay, let's have it this way. So 7 in 7, 1. 7 in 14, 2, okay. Now the next thing, 2 will divide 22, right? 2 here, 1, okay. 2 in 22, 11, okay. Okay, now this 2 will divide 14. 2 here, 1. 2 in 14, 7, okay. Now there is nothing at the denominator again. All right, so the next thing is multiply. I said when you are done with your division, you multiply. Okay, so we are through with the division now. There is nothing to divide again. What we have here, we have 1 here. This is 1, this is 1, and this is 1. Okay, so there is nothing to divide again. So we are left with what? 11, 2, and 7. Okay, so we multiply those three numbers. So 11 times 2 gives you 22. 22 times 7 will give you 154. Okay, it's equal to 154. Okay, now centimeters. Here we have centimeters here, centimeters. This is centimeter here, and this is centimeter. Okay, centimeter times centimeter gives you centimeter squared. Okay, gives you centimeter squared. Okay, so I told you that the unit of area is always squared. Okay, centimeter squared, millimeter squared, okay, meter squared, and so on. Okay, all right, now we proceed to area of triangle. Now for area of triangle, the formula is half base times height. Okay, written this way as half times base times height. Okay, this B stands for the base and this H stands for the height. Okay, now how do you identify the base? I deliberately wrote two other numbers here. Okay, I want you to know that when you are to find area, okay, when you have to find something, you make do with what you need. Okay, you have to use what you need, not all that you see. Okay, in this triangle here, what we need, okay, what we need are these are the values we need. Okay, 15 millimeters and 14 millimeters. Okay, so the number here, what we have here, this 14 is the base. Okay, 14 millimeters is the base. Okay, this 15 millimeter is the height. Okay, how high the triangle is from the base. Okay, that is what you call the height. So the base and the height are perpendicular, that is at angle 90 degrees to each other. Okay, so that is it, the height and the base. So this here is not the base. Okay, this will only be used as the base if we have a height here. Okay, you get it? So both height and base are perpendicular. Okay, so if this is the height, this is going to be the base. Okay, right? So you can't use this as the base. Okay, so the height is how high the triangle is from the base. Okay, all right. Now, so after writing the formula, okay, what follows is to substitute. Okay, so this is half. We've written half here. This is our half. Okay, now our base is 14 millimeters. This is our 14 millimeters, which is the base. Okay, then our height is 15 millimeters. Okay, that's it. So after substitution, okay, what follows is carry out the necessary operation. What operations do we have here? Multiplication. Okay, but not only multiplication, there is division, because this is 1 over 2. This 1 over 2 means 1 divided by 2. Okay, all right. So now I said we divide before we multiply. So let's divide. So 2 in 2. 2 will divide 14, right? 2 will divide this 14. So 2 in 2 gives you 1. Okay. 2 in 14 gives you 7. Okay. I think that's all. There's nothing to divide again. Okay. So after we are done with our division, we multiply. What do we have to multiply? We multiply these values. 1. Okay. 7. And 15, right? So those are the numbers we multiply. So 1 times 7, 7. 7 times 15, that gives you 105, right? 105. 1, so it's equal to, the area is equal to 105. Okay, yes. Millimeter, we have millimeter here. This is a millimeter, right? So millimeter times millimeter gives millimeter squared. Okay, so we write a millimeter squared. Okay, so that's it. Okay, 105 millimeter squared. Okay, so that's it. So if there is any question, comments, okay, please do not hesitate to drop it down in the comment section. Okay, all right, until some other time, bye.